All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing a titanium and exhaust for our new 2025 Panigale V4. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So don't forget, we are actually giving this bike away. You can be entered to win our new Panigale V4 along with our custom Ducati Diablo V4, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. For the month of August only, you can get double entries. You're getting entered for both of these bikes if you sign up on the website or you buy any of our digital wallpapers. And after that, we might never have two bikes at the same time ever again. So this could be the last time you get a chance to win two beautiful, incredible motorcycles. One worth about 60 grand, and that one will probably be 80 to 100 grand once we're done with it. So incredible opportunity. Get signed up. It's the first link in the description below. Let's get this video started. All right, so there's your first look at the exhaust that we're gonna do today. We'll get into why I chose that in a second, but I also wanted to show the first piece that we took out, which is the full carbon fiber belly panel from Full 6. And the reason why this is significant is you're getting your first look at how the entire bike is gonna look. Full satin carbon fiber on the entire motorcycle. Satin carbon is my favorite. Satin paint, everything's satin. It gives it just a little sheen, but it still looks menacing.
You still see the outlines.
You don't get so much glare and everything like on full gloss. What do you think, JR? You like the satin?
Yeah.
Isn't that badass? First look. Feel how light this is. Oh yeah, we're gonna get copyrighted. Okay, now it's time for the fun part, the titanium exhaust system. So you guys seen, we've been using Aero exhausts quite a bit lately. We did it on our M1000, on our M1000 single R. Did it on something else too, I can't remember, but look at that, guys. Titanium, look at that. Pie cuts, just absolutely insane. So that has to have been done by a machine. I think this is a special type of titanium. You can tell it actually looks a little bit different, but it's still gonna have all those beautiful colors. So this is technically just a slip-on exhaust. It's not a full system. And the reason why I went with this exhaust system is because I didn't like any of the full systems that I found online, including the Aero exhaust. And also this exhaust system I think was only like $2,500, whereas the full systems were like $8,500, $9,000, like absurd amounts. And they actually have one out on the floor, a full system, and I can show you on that one why I don't like it, but we'll do that at the end of the video, and we'll even do like a stock or a sound comparison as well. So I didn't realize that this is one-sided. So that's it.
That's it. That's all you get.
Oh,
3 pieces.
Interesting. It's just a small muffler on the left-hand side.
And then hardware.
Damn, you see this? Because every other time a Panigale had an underbelly, it had two, one on each side. And look at this. I mean, it kind of still does, has a muffler on that side, but it's basically like a single muffler. So this is a full tie Aero system with a carbon thing here, and I don't even see a baffle. Look at that, there's no baffle. There might be one that came with it to add, but do you see one? It looks like that thing is just straight pipe, dude. Right?
This thing's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be insanely loud, and it's gonna look really good. So this combination right here, I think the belly panel was like, I don't know, I wanna say 300 to 500, and then the exhaust was 2,500-ish. So you're looking at maybe 3K for this, and man, that's almost a third of the price of the full exhaust system. And did you put the full exhaust on that bike? It's a pain in the ass, huh? And you agreed with me with some of those areas were a little not well thought out, we'll say.
It fit okay, but like I had to do a lot of flexing.
No, I mean like where like there were some things that looked unfinished, some arees of, you know what I'm talking about, by the foot pegs and stuff. I'll show them.
About the rear stuff.
Yeah. Which kind of looks weird that that's, it feels like it was not finished, like the development of it, right? Like this looks better. Even that looks better.
Because you get rid of this guard, so that everything behind is just open.
Yes. So
then you're seeing like the backside.
Exactly. It's really
like,
weird.
Like unfinished.
And it was even like I'll show you guys afterwards what I'm talking about. The nice thing about this exhaust, it's all just down here, so you don't get all that stuff coming up underneath. And I think it's even going to be better for heat too, because you don't have pipes coming up under there, and it's going to be cleaner in the back of the bike too. So look at how nice and open that is, which is really nice. We're still going to replace this with a carbon piece in the future, but right now we're just going to be doing all of this down here. Okay, we're putting all of the new Aero titanium parts on. We're going to not weigh the hardware from each because it's just too much of a pain in the ass. So we'll just still get an idea. So the entire new system is 5 pounds 11 ounces, which is insanely light. Like when you look at that and then you pick it up, like I picked that thing up in my hand and it's crazy how light it is. So 5 pounds 11 ounces, that'll be our new system. And then once we get all the other stuff off, Caleb already got to work. He said he's done a bunch of these and you said they're not that bad. Not as bad as the older system? Okay. It did say supposedly this bike is supposed to be easier to work on. And when we were doing like the tail tighty and the turn signals, I did notice we had to take the whole front end off and it was a lot easier than the previous generation and way easier than the 1299s. They were a bitch to work on. So a little bit more space to work with on this one. And I'm guessing these, usually the old systems were about 24 pounds, which would give us about 20 pounds of weight savings. We'll see how much these are. I bet they might be a little bit lighter because they're probably using just newer materials, but we'll see, we'll find out. All right, so we got the left-hand lower panel off, which is all that needs to come off for this in order to access what we need to access. But look at the weird ass curves on this. They're totally different than the previous generation. That actually just came down together. So basically right here is the clamp that's gonna get replaced. And from here back is what we're doing. So the headers are staying on and there were like very minimal amount of weight savings anyway. And for the amount of money and work that it takes to get those headers off, totally unnecessary and you won't ever see them anyway. But I just think that's crazy. They're really thin and just some wild ass curves coming off the headers there. Before this carbon piece comes off, and obviously I'll show you when it's back on, look at this right here and see how nice and finished that looks. Now I want to show you something else. Okay, so this is the Aero exhaust, which is like 8,500. It's about 10 grand when it's fully installed, after installation and everything, because of how long it takes to do. And look at this area right here. Look at that. Look at that plastic piece, and it's just all wide open. You can see more than you could. Look at that plastic piece there. This looks really nice back here. That's really cool. But like, I'm sorry. No, I wouldn't spend that much money for that. On top of that, they give you a big plastic piece down here. Look at that. Look at that. Big ass plastic piece to go with your $9,000 exhaust. And I don't even think it looks that good, to be completely honest. If it was pulled out, I would show you better, but yeah. So keep in mind, this is $10,000. What we're doing today is 3 grand. So that's what it looks like when you pull off the plastic cover. Again, we'll have a carbon one eventually. There's the rear headers right there, which look pretty interesting coming off the rear cylinder. And then this right here on the new exhaust like doesn't get replaced. And that's the part I was just showing you guys out there. It just looks unfinished because it is. It's supposed to be underneath something. It's weird that they did the rear, that Aero exhaust the way that they did. He just unhooked the servo system, and then we're gonna actually plug in the servo buddy right now. That way we won't get an engine light because it will still think the servo system is plugged in. And again, all this does is open and close valves in the exhaust at specific RPMs for back pressure and different things like that. So, and sound emissions probably. So, okay, that's it right there. And then he's just gonna keep going. This is where it connects over here. So you saw on the other side, the clamp, and then this is the clamp on this side, and then literally the slip-on is just gonna go right there, and it's gonna look a hell of a lot better. Just after that, there's a couple mounting areas there, and he took the clamps off. Look at that, and then it comes off. That's a lot easier than, oh, bro. Oh, shit. All right, after Caleb sliced his finger open, poor guy. Oh, there's, okay, this might be 20 pounds, maybe. Let's see.
Wow, look at you, right on point.
So, we're saving 15 pounds. About 15 pounds is what I would guess. There's probably other stuff I'm forgetting. Damn, look how naked the bike looks right now. But yeah, I'd say about 15. So look, this whole thing right here gets replaced with 2 pipes and a muffler. That's it. All right, so that's how those 2 pipes fit together. And then those basically grab each of the collectors. Is that how it works? Oh no, just one. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. So one collector on this side and one on the other side. And then I guess this just plugs in on one side. Oh, that goes right there, huh? Oh wait, how the hell? Yeah, it does, okay. That's wild, look at that. So that's it. Those are the 2 pipes right there. And then this guy. That's gonna look so good. I am hyped for this. I turned away for 1 second and he's attaching the muffler. So that side looks really good. Again, this is all going to be covered up. You're only going to see the back side of this probably, which is going to be really cool because that's going to be all, you know, look how cool that looks. All the titanium right there. We're going to wipe all this down too, so don't worry about that. The other nice thing is too is you don't have to do any of the O2 sensors because they're in the header pipes. So that seems it's cool. You're going to see all that piping right there, and then this is how this is going to sit over here, and then this will all be covered too. But there are some slits, so I'm hoping maybe you can see some of that as well. But that's a really cool angle. Damn, that's close to the tire. That's wild. Look at that. It's just going to be blowing hot. At least it'll help heat the tire up nice and quick, huh? Look at that. That looks so good, dude. I love titanium. This is something that's really nice about this system too, that a lot of them don't have. Caleb mentioned, you can actually have a spot to put on the stock, basically lower chain guard, so that it's not throwing shit all over your titanium exhaust, which is really nice. Really nice feature. And they normally don't have those, so another thumbs up for me. All right, so while he's finishing up the exhaust, I'm cross-threading stuff over here. There we go. Basically, we're attaching the belly panel to the fairings.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Little first impressions there. It's gonna be badass. So it came with a bunch of the little screws, so I gotta attach all of these. And then it's gonna be all together as one piece, and we're gonna have to slide it up underneath to try to get it on there, so. I forgot to show you what it looked like once we had this all together, but we had to put it all on as one piece. So I kind of slid it under here, then Caleb grabbed the other side. We slid the kickstand through, so we had to be really careful. And then there were two little things in the middle, up in the front there, that we had to slide on each side that it like sat in, the rubber pieces. And then once we got those hooked in, now it's kind of gonna sit here where it goes. So it's giving you a good first look at how it looks. And I'll tell you, man, it's pretty freaking amazing. What do you think, teens?
I really like it.
Best exhaust for this bike. What do you think, JR? Look at that.
Looks pretty good.
Doesn't it? You can see the titanium pipes on this side. You can see pie cuts on the other side. Yeah. You see the little Aero with the carbon. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like a little pig in a blanket.
I think it's the best exhaust you can get for this bike right now that I've seen available. It's so clean, easy install, affordable.
Very neat.
Yeah, super neat. Even this side too. If you come over here, JR, look at you can see all the pie cuts right here. And it even let you put the stock thing
good.
back on too.
Yeah, that always makes
And then you can obviously see it through here. Look at that. And then I'm gonna get a black kickstand too. So when this is up, it'll be black, so it'll all match. But even silver looks fine with that. That is actually badass, dude. I love it. All right, let him finish putting the fairings on, and then we can start this bad boy up. I think this is the best looking exhaust for this bike right now, to date. And for the price and the ease of installation, you can't beat it. So let's put this in race mode. We'll just use sport. Sport's good. You're gonna check back pressure. Is that how you see if there's an exhaust leak?
No, I'm gonna cover it up.
Yeah.
And see if it pushes it out anywhere.
All right, here we go.
Wow, what a difference. Holy moly.
Bro.
Sounds so much better.
It's
Did
alive.
you drop the gear? Drop into first?
Yeah, I just put it in first so I can actually grab it. Otherwise you can't. It only goes to 4K.
Yeah.
I think if we do a tune, it'll get rid of that. But for now, dude, hey, good job, man. Sounds good. You think it's all good to go? Yeah. All right, sweet. So, game plan for this is next week we're gonna do the final mods for the Diablo V4, and then I'll just have to do the final ride on that. And then in the meantime, I can take this out and do a first ride with the new exhaust, and then we'll probably ride this with the Diablo V4 with my pops to do the final ride on the Diablo. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Let's push it outside so we can actually let it warm up a little bit more and give you guys some better revs. So we brought out their demo model that has the full Acro system. It also has the up map. So I want to let you guys hear two different ones side by side. Now again, ours is not tuned yet, so that will affect the sound of it, but this is a lot higher pitched than that Aero is, so I'll let you guys
Well,
hear
this
it.
is also a full system,
Yes.
while this one's just a
Was
slip-on.
Yeah. Sounds really good. So that lets you rev past 4,000 in neutral because it has the racing up map on it. Ours will not, so I'll have to put it in gear in order to do it. But listen to the difference in idle between that one. It's way higher. What do you think? I actually do think the full system sounds better right now, but only because it's tuned. I think once this is tuned, it's gonna kind of, because even the idle sounds like a little bit like it's trying to figure it out. There's some adaptive learning too that's gonna take place. But once we put the flash on it, I'm trying to decide between the Bren flash or just do another up map. Let me know your guys what you think would be better. Probably the Bren flash is what I'll end up going with. But yeah, that's it. So that's the exhaust for the giveaway Panigale V4 Aero titanium slip-on. Saved us about 15 pounds. It's going to add probably 8 to 10 horsepower, and I prefer this, honestly. That one does sound really good, but looks-wise and price and everything else, if it was my bike, you know me, I treat these like they're my bikes. I'll put this one on it. I really like it. So again, don't forget you can enter to win this bike and our custom Ducati Diavol V4 double entries for the month of August. Patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. Huge shout out to Moto Million and to Warhorse. If you guys want to get any parts or things from either one of those brands, you can use my code Campisi or mention my name and save money on anything you get. So yeah, super excited. We're gonna be doing riding videos and riding with my pops and enjoying the rest of the summer that we got. And I'm really happy with how this beauty turned out. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.